Are you excited about traveling to your next destination, or you're simply sick of staying at home and you can't wait for some adventure and exploration? As someone who's been to 74 countries at the age of 26, I can perfectly understand that desire to travel, because traveling really is a special addiction. As a seasoned traveler, here are my top 20 tips for your next adventure. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I've been doing therapy for 5 months now, which has been a tremendous improvement for the quality of my life. I have gained clarity, strength, sense of direction, as well as great awareness, all thanks to regular therapy sessions. If you are considering the step towards your self-improvement, BetterHelp offers a convenient and accessible way to get started. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. First, you go to their website and answer a few questions, and BetterHelp will match you to a professional who has years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours. You can do it all from your phone or computer, via phone call, video chat, or messaging, however you feel most comfortable. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/Irina or choose my channel name, Irina Yamitska, during sign up to enjoy a special discount from me on your first month. So, how can you travel lighter? Can you save money on booking flights? And what on earth would you use duct tape for? Number 20. Please don't stamp. If you are someone like me, traveling the world with 5 pages left in your passport, you might consider getting special "Please don't stamp" stickers. What it does, it asks officers to not stamp your free pages, but instead stamp pages that already have other stamps in them. I recommend doing it in local language of the country you're going to, for example, in Chinese if you go to China, or in Spanish if you're traveling to Argentina. Number 19. Make effort to learn basic language. Wherever you go, whether it's a remote village in Pakistan or an altitude of 4,000 meters in Bolivia, if you make effort to learn basic phrases in a local language such as "Hello, how are you? Thank you, this is my name, I come from," it helps so much. You all of a sudden turn from a suspicious stranger to a wonderful new friend that people are happy to invite to their lives. Small effort, big difference. Number 18. Offline Google Translate. And speaking of the language, downloading offline Google Translate is a lifesaver. Yes, I said it. This gives you the opportunity to communicate with anyone in the world, of course, given that they can read. Just don't forget to download your own language, as well as a foreign one. Number 17. Use duct tape. If you're a filmmaker and you're traveling overseas to a questionable country with questionable border control and carrying your expensive gear, consider taking duct tape with you. If you stick duct tape on top of your gear, it will make it look cheap. It can help you avoid import tax, questions about being a journalist, as a filmmaker to a filmmaker. Take your duct tape, even on your overseas travel. Find cheap flights. If you want to save some money on getting to your next destination, I highly recommend you try Kiwi.com. It's a search engine that helps find the best possible route to get, for example, from Los Angeles to Rome, Italy. You can pick your preferred dates, whether you want to take any luggage, countries you can possibly transit through. Once I saved $700 on my trip from Melbourne, Australia to Santiago, Chile, simply by using Kiwi.com. Number 15. Share AirTag with family. If you ever lost your luggage during travel, you know it absolutely sucks. So to reduce your anxiety before you feel like you say goodbye to your suitcase for one last time, I recommend putting AirTag in your luggage. With this chip, you can track the whereabouts of your belongings at all times And with recent update, other Apple users, such as your family and friends, can also track your location if needed. Number 14. Good cargo pants. If you're thinking about one item of clothing you need for your next trip, I recommend cargo pants. They are comfortable, stylish, currently fashionable, and the best feature, they have huge pockets. And you need pockets because you can't carry all the stuff in your hands, especially if you're going through border controls or airport security. Number 13. Watch a documentary or travel show about your next destination on the flight. If you live in a remote place like Australia or America, you are used to having long-haul flights. And if you're not a great sleeper on a plane like me, you know you need to find a way to kill the time. My favorite thing is to watch travel shows or documentaries about my next destination. Usually people sitting next to me are locals, so they also enjoy watching the show with me and they can make comments. Number 12. Be nice and ask for things. You would be surprised, but being nice when you travel makes a lot of difference. Being nice to staff at airline check-in gives you a lot higher probability of getting a good seat. If you're not impressed by your hotel room, simply ask if there is an upgrade available. Knowing how to ask for things is a communication skill and a very useful one, especially when you're trying to conquer the world. Number 11. Use the journaling app. One of the best ways to reflect upon the journey and collect your thoughts together on the height of 11,000 meters is to use the journaling app on your phone. My favorite one is Journal for Apple, which gives you a choice of interesting questions to reflect upon. You can add photos, different fonts and colors, all to process some wisdom from a trip that is currently continuing, starting or ending. Number 10. Couchsurfing. Now we are coming up to my favorite part of this video. See, I travel to connect to other people and to learn from them. And one great app and a community to learn and connect to locals is Couchsurfing. There are 3 ways you can use Couchsurfing. Number 1, you can host travelers who come to your home country. You can be hosted as a traveler anywhere you go in the world, and also you can connect to local people when you travel or connect to travelers in your home country. A lot of people believe that Couchsurfing is an app simply to save money and get free accommodation. However, that's not the idea of this community. The idea is to share, to build beautiful connections and to learn from each other. I have used Couchsurfing in more than 40 countries of the world and met amazing people. Sometimes when saying goodbye, I cried. You meet as strangers and you leave as friends. And speaking of people, bringing a small gift from your home country can make someone's day. I was surprised how much tribal people of Pakistan loved Australian chocolate. Chileans loved keychains with Australian kangaroos, and giving my friends around the world to try Australian pistachio toothpaste was everyone's favorite. If you buy something from your local supermarket, it can make someone's day 10,000 kilometers away. If you are looking for an amazing place to eat when you travel, there are 2 really good ways. First one, use Google Maps, read reviews, and go to restaurants with really good ratings. And for places where no Google Maps is available, use a good old method of watching where local people eat. If it's busy and full of locals, there is a very high chance food is good, because locals know, they always know. Number 7. Carry a travel pharmacy. Trust me, you do not want to look for those altitude sickness pills when you are already altitude sick. Make sure when you're still back home, you pack that travel medicine essentials bag. You are the one responsible for your well-being when you travel, so might as well take it seriously. Number 6. Take big power bank. If you ever wanted to take a small power bank or a big one for your travels, I recommend taking the bigger one. Even though it's heavier, it can help you power up through destinations with no electricity for longer. Make sure your power bank has multiple ports so you can charge multiple devices all at the same time. Number 5. Research. Research. Research is king. If you want to step out of that tourist trap destination, I recommend you get to know the country on a more profound level. For that, ask yourself these questions. What is the history of the place I'm going to? What is the culture here like? Why do people behave the way they do? What are their beliefs? What can I do to get a real life experience here? What makes this place unique? Some ways of answering those questions are reading books, watching documentaries, watching YouTube videos, and connecting to locals. By researching, you can make a wonderful plan for your destination, but also plan for improvisation, because sometimes great adventures simply start from saying yes. Number 4, download offline Google Maps. With a simple click of a button, you can download an entire map of a region that you are heading to. This is super helpful anywhere you go. I was terrible at directions, but using offline Google Maps trained my visual memory. Number 3, do a mountain test on your luggage. If you are going for a 7-day holiday in Maldives with 5 suitcases, I have no questions for you. However, if you are planning an adventurous holiday for more than 3 weeks that covers multiple countries, I suggest you do a mountain test on your luggage. Would you really carry everything you are packing to the top of the mountain? Do you really need it? Do you need those 15 t-shirts and 4 pairs of shoes? Traveling lightly is an amazing skill to master when you travel. Number 2, how to survive in some more dangerous destinations. As someone who traveled to some questionable destinations, I understand people who want to go a little bit off the beaten track. So here is my top advice. If you're not sure, don't go. If you're stubborn and you decided to go, then please do a lot of research. It's a must to connect with locals. Build those trusted connections before you arrive to the destination, and it's crucial because locals know. They know neighborhoods that you shouldn't be traveling to. They know all the survival tips. They know if you're gonna be safe or not. So always connect with locals. Make sure you have the travel insurance and life insurance as well. However, in saying that, there are some countries that I would love to visit, but I cannot because there is a high risk of kidnapping. So use a lot of common sense. Sometimes it is better to skip on a destination if it really threatens your life. Number 1, trust your gut. Wherever you are in the world, trust yourself. If something feels dangerous or unsettling, do not do it. If you have done your research, if you feel good and something feels like an amazing opportunity, you might as well go with the flow. My best adventures were sometimes absolutely spontaneous. In the next episode, I'm finally opening behind the scenes of creating my filmmaking projects. How can you make your footage look more cinematic? What techniques can you use to capture stunning visuals, and what can you do to achieve similar results? My first tutorial on filmmaking is coming up.